You know, I have to say I like the concept, you know, just this, the democratization of information, all that. But as I was watching your demo, honestly, it would just never occur to me to go to any site to pick a doctor. I mean, it's just sort of too facetious that if I were if I were your PR person who was visiting from Texas and fell and broke my tooth and I was in New York, I would call up the concierge and say, well, you know, recommend a doctor. I wouldn't go to this website.
You're one of these rich people who stays in hotels. I actually fell and hurt something, and I live in New York, and I went to the Oxford site, which is as bad as the United Healthcare site. And I chose from the B's because the list was too long and the address was good.
But you wouldn't, if you were in a city, not in a hotel, you didn't have a concierge, wouldn't you call someone you knew in the city or your host or whoever brought you in for the speech? You'd go to a site and just, oh, you know, Lisa McIntosh looks cute. She went to Harvard. I'll have her operate on my heart. I mean.
Well, I mean, is it better than picking from the B's? I mean.
I think that it's an interesting issue that you're raising. I mean, what I can tell you is that out of over 100 people we talk to, 90% of them all go to their insurance companies' websites to find doctors, and everybody finds it to be a painful process.
Yeah.
Insurance companies' websites are geared towards four masters: employers, brokers, doctors, and patients, and they don't serve any of these constituencies well, and especially the patients, and that's where there's the #1 need. I can say that obviously from a heart condition, that's a very unique issue, but I can say that if you had a rash on your butt, you probably would come to our site, A, because you wouldn't want to hear anyone making that call, and B, it might be after 6 o'clock, and maybe the doctor's office isn't open.
That's it.
Okay,
Stand up to Kawasaki. How's that rash going, guys? Okay.
I would just call Jason up because I know he's had a lot of rashes.
Oh!
Sort of end-user testimony.
Oh, God. Let's not bring our past into this guy.